Hey, beautiful person. So I thought I'd do a little video about some of the internal battles I go through in case any of you resonate. So I've got diagnoses of dyslexia and autism, and I'm awaiting an ADHD diagnosis, and I do think I've got some demand avoidance characteristics. So I thought I'd just give some examples of the stuff that I sometimes go through because of that. So my dyslexia is very much a short-term memory dyslexia. So I don't have trouble with spelling, but I do have a lot of trouble with, if I'm writing, I very often miss out words, things move around the page, that makes it quite tricky sometimes. I can't always see what I'm writing, and I tend to forget things a lot. So when I'm reading a book, I can't read a book without a highlighter, because I'll forget what I've read, and I just have to keep rereading. Also, if I'm listening to audiobooks, that doesn't necessarily make it any better. Sometimes it does, but it depends what mood my brain is in, basically. So I do tend to prefer books because I can highlight, and I quite often make notes. So if you're somebody who keeps your books pristine, we probably wouldn't get on, because you'd look at some of mine and go, oh my God, what have you done? I definitely have that sort of wanting to be organised. And I am very organised. I've got spreadsheets, I use Airtable, I use lots of different things for organising. I've got a lot of filofaxes, but that's sort of more because I'm obsessed with stationery, because I think it will make my life organised, but it doesn't, because then I spend all my time deciding which thing I want to use and which pen I want to use and whatever. But I am quite organised, but then I'm also exceptionally messy. So you might have seen my video of me tidying my rooms. And I had this desk was clean. I'd put everything away. It all had its place. And now it's a total mess again. And that was only like last week, if that. I think it lasted for about a day. And now it's messy again. So I do have that internal battle going on, that I want to be organised and I want to be tidy and I want to be clean. And sometimes it lasts for a while, but quite often it doesn't. So my desk definitely hasn't. My bedroom has. I definitely have that thing around having loads of topics that I love, and liking to change up what I'm doing, but then getting very distracted and then not quite finishing things like ever. It's been really interesting with the fact that I trained as a core shamanic practitioner, that before that I trained in Silver Method. I started training as a hypnotherapist. I did EFT. I trained in NLP. I'm trying to think Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. Various other things, and then I found core shamanism. And before being diagnosed as autistic, if you've watched my video about the Horseboy film, I didn't even know that there was a connection between shamanism and autism and neurodivergence, basically. Which was really interesting, because it's the thing that stuck. I've been a practicing core shamanic practitioner for 10 years now, and it basically changed my life. And now I can see how it works really well for neurodivergent people. So yeah, I trained in lots of different things before I settled. And I still love a course. Let me do a course. If I could be paid to test people's courses, I would absolutely love that, because I spot things that don't work properly. I don't know which bit of my brain it is that does that, but I can spot when things don't make sense, etc., etc. Definitely love being on time, but quite often I end up being late. Not massively late, so that one isn't a massive internal thing that goes on. I love new experiences. So, I've jumped out of a plane. I'm doing pole dancing at the moment. I love learning to do weights, but then sometimes the idea of going out and the idea of having to go and do those things is just horrific, because it involves other people. So that my little autistic brain goes, but I don't want to have to deal with other people and stuff. And then some of those things are unpredictable. Obviously, pole dancing, quite unpredictable. I think that's probably enough for now. I'm probably going to do a whole series of these just to see if it resonates with people, and I'd love to hear your experiences if you've got like an internal battle, even if you don't have a diagnosis, if you've got like, but I really like that thing but I don't like that. It'd be lovely to know if you have got a diagnosis, let me know and what they are, and if you find like things battling, or if you haven't, if any of those things resonate with you, that would be really interesting to know as well. And I'll probably do a few more just to see what people think. But whatever you do, remember you're amazing and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.